preacher called you a fool. I'm really not calling y'all a fool. Please don't get it twisted like that. I'm just saying that in life, we have all had some fool moments. When we just said to ourselves, I was a fool for being with that person. We said to ourselves, I was a fool for dealing with him or her. We said to ourselves, I was a fool for sitting there going through all this mess when I could have been done. Mandy, I think I feel a Twitter topic coming on. You might be a fool if your phone rings while y'all out in public and he doesn't answer it and he's just telling you he don't know who calling. You might be a fool. Then you might be a fool if you and her are out and every guy speaks to her and she said, oh, we just like brothers, but then you know she's on her mom's on the couch and her dad's on the couch. Let me see if I can make it Christian like for y'all sitting down on me. If you think that you can keep playing games with God and get away with it, then you might be a fool. If you are always shouting but can't speak to other people outside the church and you think you're going to make it into heaven, then you still might be a fool again. Pastor, I'm not calling anybody some fools. I'm just saying, you might have some fool moments. You might have some fool moments. Then, Pastor, there are some of us who simply just act like a fool. Amen. You got some people that just really act like a fool.
Feel it.
Webster gives us 12 definitions. He gives us 12 definitions of a fool.
It does.
But when doing this thing in action, it simply means someone who cannot resist an opportunity to indulge in enthusiasm. In other words, there have been times in our lives when we have not been able to contain our actions, and our outward expressions has caused us to act like a fool. Young people, I want you to understand that you are coming to a point in your life in which you are learning, in the learning process, you will encounter some situations that will cause you to act like a fool. But you have to decide whether or not you're going to act like a fool and do something stupid, or you're going to act like a fool and do something that's going to give God the glory.
All right.
My brothers and sisters, now is the time for you to learn that if you're going to act like a fool, then you need to do that thing and act like a fool for God. You need to learn how to give God a praise in spite of your situations. You can't worry about who's looking at you, who's talking about you. You can't worry about what's going on Twitter, what's going on in school, who's walking down the hall talking about you. You can't worry about stuff like that. You have to learn how to listen to God. Now, let's see how many people I got in there. Look at your neighbor and say, when God say move, you move. Just like that. Yeah.